work 8 hours, 5 days a week, at a call center. For those 8 hours, I'm doing back-to-back phone calls. At most, I'll get 1, maybe 2 minutes of downtime, if I'm lucky. But the ringing never stops. Work has even gone so far as to conduct research to find the most effective ways to just annoy the living hell out of the employees. If it's not the customers being annoying, it's work itself. So I started looking for ways to make work more bearable, ways to break the monotony. And I discovered Slay the Spire. And honestly, it's pretty perfect for work. Doesn't require much brain power, you just kind of sit there and click. You know, it's a pretty easy game, nice game. But recently, I've been having this urge to play Warhammer. It's been sitting in my library for years and I haven't touched it. So I got to thinking, I wonder, is it possible? Can I? Yeah, hello? Can I? The rules are simple. While under the constant stress of working my call center job, how far can I get into Warhammer before I run into a disaster? I have to operate at maybe 10% mental capacity. I'm fatigued, distracted, and multitasking. There is little downtime, and my short-term memory is constantly being overwritten. The act of thinking itself is a challenge, thanks to this beautiful melody that work engineered to promote critical thinking. Now you can't see it, but to make that ringing stop, there's a green button on my second monitor that I have to click in order to accept the call. So every 5 seconds, I'm having to drag my mouse over to my second monitor to hit the button to make the ringing stop, or risk a supervisor getting on my ass for missing a call. The challenge is how far can this goldfish Wagie get in a game as mentally taxing as Warhammer? How far can I get in a strategy game without the ability to plan for the long term? The first choice I'd have to make is which faction to play. And I kid you not when I say this took me about an hour to decide. The factors that I considered for my choice were simple to use, doesn't require much planning, and is someone I already know how to play. So using this criteria, that would disqualify more than half the roster, making only these factions viable. So from this list, who should I pick?
The Twilight Sisters, ready for anything.
So initially I tried the Wood Elves, but that went really poorly. It took me 1 hour just to decide what buildings to construct for my settlement and where to allocate my money. Hello? Hello, this is with recorded line.
Hello? Is this,
Hell, it took me 2 hours to remember that my Hawk Riders have this special delete unit ability that I was not taking advantage of in fights and losing just because of that. Even my Lord, I had her set to single missile fire. I fought 3 battles with her, and she was on single missile fire mode. I completely forgot that she had a carpet bomb ability. So after that, I deemed her too draining. It's just too much effort. I really can't think. I really can't focus. So it was back to the drawing board. So based on my first attempt, I now learned that I would have to pick a horde faction, as having too many options just doesn't work under the constant interruption of phone calls. This naturally would throw spellcasters out of the mix, as that's too much thinking, and my small Wagie brain is incapable of making decisions. That's why we have supervisors, right? So now the new criteria for the ideal faction is simple to use, doesn't require much planning, is someone I already know how to play, melee based, a horde faction, and not a spellcaster. Well, would you look at that? It's Wagie time. Or it would have been had I remembered the lessons I learned from yesterday's campaign. So I wasted the first hour trying to figure out how to level up my lord and which spells to get for my hero. Then I go around fighting battles without any forethought. My units are always damaged with no time to properly replenish. No buildings in order to recruit stronger units. I mean, look at this. I move out of the garrison and then start recruiting units 2 at a turn. I'm not using the garrison to recruit more units in a single turn. My brain is fried from trying to play and talk to the customers at the same time. I finally got the lesser dark elves off the line, but I'm telling you, it never ends. On the coastline encroaching onto my territory, this fat, whiny bitch. She's just eager to ruin my day. I try to avoid contact, but she's riding my ass. I have no choice but to declare war.
I said.
And you know what? She wiped the floor with my ass. I'm on turn 6 and I've already lost my lord. It's time for a reset. So QA came in, they reviewed my recorded gameplay, left me some feedback, but in truth, I lost quite a bit of points. It's not looking too hot, and I'm fearing for my job right now. But anyways, the feedback that I got back is as follows. Stop focusing on spellcasters. I don't got any brain power I can allocate to thinking about that. I just need to go AFK and just let the units go to work. I can't be sitting here trying to do all this pre-planning work and setup. It's not possible. It really isn't. And if you recruit more units before you fight Silestra, then you should be able to overpower. I mean, look at the difference in the balance of power here compared to my first attempt and my next attempt. And then lastly, stop thinking too much. You only have short bursts of time in which you're able to act. So the name of this run is to be reckless. You just make a decision and you commit. I did too much just sitting around there being idle. So with that review in mind, it's time for the redemption. I come back from lunch, 4 hours left on the clock. We gotta restart the run, but this time, I'll do it right.
Thank you for choosing. This is Tim speaking on the recorded line. How may I help you? Okay. Perfect. Let me place you on a brief hold here.
Gotcha. Finally, it's me and her. We're staring each other down. I'm back to take what's mine. I'm tired of being humiliated. Me, the Wagie. Her, the supervisor. It's time to reclaim my pride.
Okay.
Never.
Alright.
Campaign map is loaded. It's time to set up the units. Phone's ringing. Fuck it, someone else can pick up those calls. I got important matters to attend to. I try to set up my army. Phone call. Fuck it, I'll set up the army while on call. Customer will just have to deal with it. I don't know how many times I've talked to this exact same person already. Let's just hurry up and get this over with. Okay, customer's off the line. Move the troops. Another phone call. I'm not stopping. I'm sending in the boys while on call.
Hello, can you hear? Hello? Oh, yeah. So, like I was saying, funny story about that one, actually. So I work from home. I have this beautiful condo that I live within. Absolutely gorgeous view. It's got an amazing square footage. But, I guess you could say I'm more privileged than most. I get to work from home.
Absolutely mop the floor with the soup. Victory. After vanquishing the supervisor, she wants a peace treaty. I laugh in her face. I clean up the scraps and then continue on the prowl. Go kill some other faction due to my inability to possess any forethought. Thanks to my job's efforts to fry my brain with constant auditory spam and mindless clicking they want me to participate in. And in a weird twist of irony, go to war with my first choice of faction for this run. But there was no revenge this time. I had hit my limit. My brain was fried from the heavy multitasking I was doing to get this far into the campaign. Was this video worth risking my employment over? No. Did I have fun making it? Yeah. In conclusion,